MoKnowz never fails. We talk elections, UFOs, and paranormal trails. Fast tech, NFTs, catch the latest crypto sales. From commerce to conspiracies, we dropping knowledge daily. Photo finish, all straight, so we keep it hype, you feel me? VeVe digital drops, market values never hazy. Stay tuned, the OG fault, the alpha here is crazy. Yes, OG Vol, welcome to the show. We got the cryptid tales, skeleton in a suit. MoKnowz never fails. We talk elections, UFOs, and paranormal trails. Fast tech, NFTs, catch the latest crypto sales. From commerce to conspiracies, we dropping knowledge daily. Photo finish, all straight, and we keep it hype, you feel me? VeVe digital drops, market values never hazy. Stay tuned, the OG Vault, the alpha here is crazy.
In the dark of the night, when the moon's hanging low, there's a place where the wildest of tales start to grow. Below the skeleton, with his phony grin, and Vault his co-host, let the stories begin. From the paranormal to the political scene, we dive into the unknown, if you know what I mean. Cryptocurrency madness, gaming world so vast, we're bringing you the future and echoes from the past. Tales from the crypto where the shadows come alive. Mo and Vault are your guides, let's take a dive. In the crypto secrets we unravel the law. Hold on tight, cause we've got so much more. Whispers of ghosts in the halls of the old, haunted by the memories of stories untold. Political shadows creeping in the night. Mo and Vault, we're shining the light. From the paranormal to the political scene, we dive into the unknown, if you know what I mean. Cryptocurrency madness, gaming world so vast, we're bringing you the future and echoes from the past. Tales from the crypto where the shadows come alive. Mo and Vault are your guides, let's take a dive. In the crypto secrets we unravel the law. Hold on tight, cause we've got so much more.
I'm a Bills fan now, don't get it twisted.
What's up, everybody? It's time for Tales from the Crypto for this week. It's Tuesday with my homie MoKnowz. What's up, Mo?
Yo, what up, Vault? What up, chat? It's Tuesday already, huh? Holy crap.
It came quickly, yeah. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. We got Denny OC here as always. First in the chat tonight, too. Let's go. Appreciate you, bro. Best show on Tuesdays, he says. We got Woody here. Thanks for hanging out with us. New intro. Well, I mean, it's kind of new. It's maybe 3 weeks old. Maybe 4 weeks old. Shout out to Big A's in the chat. What's up, Big A? We got Not Short here. Says,
the building.
I think that's a German word. He's German. I hope it's a good word. Shout out to Fuse. What's up, Fuse? Do you remember me, bro? Fuse. I can't say that I do because I would have remembered trying to figure out how to pronounce that word. And I don't remember trying to figure it out before. Do you have a different name, Fruge? Thanks for hanging out with us. This is our new show that me and Mo do every Tuesday. We talk about crypto at the end, so we're going to be talking about VeVe a little bit and the Haktua coin. But first, we're going to talk about some paranormal stuff that's going on the East Coast of America. Shout out to Wes in the chat. What's up, Wes? We got Alejandro here. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out with us, Alejandro. It is Tales from the Crypto Night. He says, awesome intro. Oh, okay. So it probably was German. Appreciate you, Not Sure. Thank you, my man. We got the Rising Star chilling and vibing here as well. Check out Chillin' and Vibin's YouTube channel. He does a lot of cool interviews with celebrities and VeVe content creators. All kinds of stuff. All right, Mo, we're going to be talking about tonight stuff that's going on in your neck of the neighborhood. Is that it? No, the neck of the woods.
My neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's kind of in your neck of the woods in New Jersey. I've been seeing a lot about it on Twitter. And it's the drones apparently that are going around New Jersey right now. And I know you're in New York, so I thought you might have possibly heard a lot about it on your local news or maybe even seen something yourself.
I mean, I've been seeing it. I've been reading about it. I mean, obviously, I'm a little I'm on Long Island in New York, so I'm a little far from that. But dude, this is kind of wild. I mean, normally we get on here and we're like, hey, this, we heard about some stories, there's some blurry footage, right?
Yep.
But dude, like this is tons of people walking out their doors, like seeing these. And these aren't like small little drones, some of them. These are like you know what I'm saying? These are some like mid-size, I think they're not called drones, they're called something else, but.
They're saying automobile-sized drones.
Yeah, like it's kind of wild.
It's very wild.
So, my take on it, man, where are they coming from, right? Because if they're not government, now they are. I think they are flying around the government area, like a base, but I don't think the government would be doing that so out in the open, even though they are kind of crazy, but I don't think they're that crazy.
That's what I'm wondering. If it's
like,
our government, then yeah, that's a little bit brazen right there. I don't think they would do that. I've got a lot of information for you about it, though, before you make your judgment. If you don't believe us in the chat, I'm sure you will here in a second after I show you all this. Shout out to Tucson is here. Thanks for hanging out. I think maybe that's not Tucson. Somebody told me that was Tucson. What's up, Jay, if you're not Tucson? Did he ever get caught? Who got caught? Are we talking about David Yu? No, he didn't. Shout out to Bebo, says start with Haktua. I mean, you already know the story with Haktua. It's going to be the last topic because we did crypto last. But I mean, what do you expect us to say? You already know what we're going to say. Shout out to Not Sure. Yeah, it was German. If you don't Haktua, I don't talk to it. Big A says Uno Sean dropped another meme coin on Thursday. That's right. And it was going to be today during the live stream when we were going to talk about it. But they postponed it to Thursday. And I might do a live stream for that launch because it's going to be a fun one. It's a Christmas meme coin coming out from Uno Sean on Solana. And we got the Todd Batman holder himself, Bruin88 in the house. Afternoon, Bruin88. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to talk about UFOs here in a second. The question is to buy or not. What future does Hawk have? I bought a little bag. I'm not going to lie. $20 worth. Oh, actually, I bought a little bit of the Luigi, too. Have you heard about the Luigi coin? That's the new one. But I got a little Hawk and a little Luigi, but it's probably not going to do much. We got the big
new
homie.
Luigi coin or the old one on AVAX?
I'm sorry?
Heard about Luigi on AVAX?
No, it's a new coin. I think it's on Solana. It's a meme coin for this CEO shooter, the healthcare CEO.
Oh, God. Okay.
I heard a lot about it. It was trending for a second on Twitter. Shout out to Thanu. Appreciate you, Thanu. He says, what do you guys think about Alex Becker meme coin drop? Man, I'm not a big fan of Becker. He was one of the first people I started watching when I got into crypto, and I liked him at first, but then I saw his political takes. I didn't like him as much, so I ain't buying his meme coin. CEO Assassin might be a product of MK Ultra.
Wait a second. You saw my political takes and you did a show with me. What does that mean?
Just means I'm not buying your meme coin, though, Mo. That's what it means. Whenever you drop that Mo meme coin, I'm going to say, no, thank you, sir.
I got a Moken coming out, bro.
A Moken. I didn't even think. All right, maybe
I
a little
get the
bad.
token Moken.
That's pretty
You don't
clever.
want the Moken token?
All right, we're going to get into this story about the New Jersey drones. And I'm going to start off by letting the news explain it to you because there's a local news station there who went out to do a story about it. And what do you know? They got drones flying everywhere. They see them themselves. So here we go. We'll get this started, and I'll show you some theories about it. I'll show you some home videos, and we even have somebody in the VeVe community who's seen them themselves and has videotaped them. Here we go.
In the 30 minutes we've been here, we've seen up to 7 drones in the sky above us. They're above us right now, just moving back and forth. It's really difficult to show you with our camera, so we have to show you with our phones.
A handful of flashing lights moving back and forth over northwest New Jersey, hovering over Merrill Creek Reservoir and near Martins Creek Power Plant.
We can see them up here tonight, and we're not getting any answers on what they actually are.
A lack of answers that has officials in Warren, Hunterdon, Morris, and Somerset counties on alert.
It's really concerning. People have called me and they're scared to go outside. I mean, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed.
Governor Phil Murphy tweeting he called a meeting over the issue, and his administration is monitoring the situation with no known threat to the public.
You initially just think it's people practicing with drones, and then when you saw the amount and how many there are, and coordinated movements,
like there's no known threat.
It's really kind of jarring.
You don't know anything.
Yeah, that's what they keep telling people too. We don't know what they are, but there's no known threat.
Yeah.
We got Valiant Thor in the chat. I think Valiant Thor is the name of a conspiracy theory itself. He says, we can view the moon with crystal clear accuracy, but the drones can't be figured out. I want a tax refund if my government is this pitiful. I mean, especially with them being so close to the ground. How does nobody know what they are? He says, in the 1970s, Werner von Braun confided in Dr. Carol Rosin about what was to come. It's wild, bro. It is wild that you're saying that. I don't know if you're going to hang around, but I actually have a freaking screenshot from that exactly what you're talking about because it is wild. And once I tell Mo about it, it's gonna blow his mind. J Bro says those drones could have bombs. That's the thing, or they could have machine guns attached to them if it was a different country. That's what's scary about it. A lot of people say they're mapping. Did the guy who scammed your server ever get caught? He took $120 from me, but VeVe gave it back. Wow, can't believe VeVe gave it back. But I mean, which time? There's been a few different times. I'm not gonna lie to you. But most of them always got caught. One of them was like a Discord mod, and he had already, because I made my Discord mods KYC with me to be a moderator and to escrow, so we had all his information right there, so he had to give everything back. He says the dying confession of Werner von Braun was about the last card. Will they play it? I think I know what you're talking about. Wait until we get down to the end because it's about Carol Rosen. Danielle C says, hold on, let me read Denny's comment real quick. Thing is how this is not a public safety issue, at minimum a privacy issue. They could all have high-powered cameras and be looking into your windows.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, listen, all right, so here's the deal. We had the Chinese balloon epidemic, right?
Yes, I remember.
The fucking thing, right? Remember that shit? Little Jinping's fucking birthday balloon that got away?
Yeah.
So we let those things just fly over willy-nilly, right? We didn't do shit about it. What if this is like phase 2 of the operation, right? It's like some overseas fucking just testing ground of like, hey, they didn't do shit about the balloons. Let's throw some fucking drones over and see what happens, right?
I mean, come on. If it was from another country, you would think the military would do something.
You would think, but apparently they can't even like track these fucking things up in the air. They were talking about trying to get some planes up there. They said they couldn't even really track them. Now, some of these things look like drones. Some of them look like actual fucking planes.
Well, let me show you some footage of them. I got some footage.
You know what I mean?
Wes says they're orbs using electromagnetic technology. I think that I've seen some video of those orbs, especially the one in Saudi Arabia that the military captured. These look like, I don't know, they almost look like planes. Fuhad says the guy that faked being you and middlemaning as you, bro, that was the worst one ever. I forget his name, too. But no, I don't think anybody ever caught him. He got away with a bunch, too. He did.
I'll tell you shit right now while you bring the video up.
6 month scam, bro. Sorry.
Brother, my uncle has a fucking sick hunting sniper rifle, right? I've shot this thing with a sick fucking scope. I'm telling you right now, that shit happens over Long Island. I'm getting the longest range scope I can find on a rifle, and I'm shooting one down. Because listen, if you want to arrest my ass for fucking firing a gun up, that's fine. We're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like, bro, how are you just gonna let all these fucking... there was like 50 sightings reported, but apparently, like, they're all not legit. But either way, people are walking out, looking up and seeing a drone. It's like, oh, if you get lucky, you might spot a drone. It's like, no, you just walk outside, spot a drone.
That's what they're saying. That's even what it was on that news clip. I cut it a little bit short. I didn't want it to be too long, but if you keep going, that same dude comes back and is like, pretty much if you walk out your door at nighttime and you live in New Jersey, you're gonna see it. And there's other people, their take on it on Twitter is saying that people keep filming normal planes near Newark Airport and thinking that they're mysterious drones. They look and sound exactly like commercial airliners with landing lights and jet engines. It's quite fascinating. It's a mass hysteria. So do you think it's possible that it's a mass hysteria? If you remember last Tuesday when we went live for Tales from the Crypto, alien invasion was trending on Twitter. We didn't know why because it had just started trending. And that's when all of this popped off. So I don't know if it's possible that it's some type of mass hysteria.
I mean, like I said, I saw a bunch of pictures, and there was like one or two where you could definitely see it was a fucking plane. But there was a lot of them, especially the way with the movement and some of the way these things were going around and the flickering light. They didn't look like no fucking planes to me. Like I said, man, if I had an opportunity, I'm shooting that shit down. They can take me out. They can arrest me. It's not legal.
Denny made a good point here. It doesn't happen in states that are open carry. Valiant Thor says, eventually this will lead to a stricter surveillance state and more government control than C-19 brought us. So that's the whole plan. Maybe they're doing it on purpose, so they have an excuse for more government control. But the current administration is outgoing, and a whole different one is taking over. So it seems like weird timing for that. What's up, Crazy Dan?
Oh, and they're outgoing with a bang, too. Jesus.
That's what I hear. The New Jersey drones have to be U.S. military or U.S. government, or they would be responding a lot differently. Some of them, and you'll see on these videos, they do some things that I don't think our government is capable of doing. What's up, Punch Pablo says VeVe Comics are running advertisements on YouTube. I've seen those for months now. It's probably a good place for them to be running the advertisements. It's probably like on crypto videos too, hopefully. It's not like, nope, we ain't flying over Texas.
Exactly.
I wouldn't either. Well, Loser Man, he said he was doing giveaways from his own pocket. Might have been something different. He ends up stealing car money. Oh, our money. I know. And trying to ruin your reputation. It's crypto, bro. It happens a lot in crypto. You gotta be very careful. No, don't trust anybody. Everyone uses drones now in wars, and it's gonna be more prevalent in wars too. Me and Johnny Dunn were talking about, and Johnny Dunn lives in New Jersey. We're gonna talk about him here in a second. Let me show you some of the videos over the last 2 or 3 days that have come in. I went ahead and left the sound in on all of them because it's kind of interesting to hear people's reactions while they're recording. Hopefully none of them are too loud, but here we go.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Marmora, New Jersey. Here they are. And they do sound like drones.
I kind of turn the porch light on, like that's gonna help. Hey, there's a UFO.
Yo,
turn
look,
the porch light on so I can see better.
Look! It looks like a fucking triangle. Go! Well, here
They all seem to have those FAA lights though.
Like a
That's,
fucking triangle.
Maybe they are planes.
They look like a triangle.
I mean, you know, if you were throwing illegal drones up or you were an alien invasion, you'd want to be FAA regulated too.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be hard for the aliens to fake FAA regulations. All right, here's another one.
Oh my god, here we go.
This
Here
one's a
it
little more
is.
close.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
This is the creepy one. This one kind of reminded me, I was like, oh, it's like a police helicopter that I've seen, you know, hovering over my town a few times.
Yeah, it's too big to be a drone, man. That's huge.
That's too big to be a drone. Those are the weird ones. That one there.
All right, here's another
that
one. This one has a spotlight. Or maybe the spotlight is pointing at it. I don't know.
Amazing. I mean, again, like, what is this? Is this like the fucking, the alien fucking tractor beam sucking up the cows?
It's leaving.
You know what I mean? To do experiments.
It's been here for about 15 minutes, hovering in the air, now it's leaving.
Yeah, and I've seen some crazy videos this week come out on Twitter, including one of them where it has a beam sucking something up off the ground. But I thought
like the shape of that thing, it looked like a fucking octopus in the air. Am I tripping?
Yeah,
it did not look like a fucking plane. It didn't look like a helicopter. It looked like some weird trajectory of like hovering and gyroscope. I don't know, man.
I got a couple more to show you, but I want to bring this up because this was posted on Twitter too, and a lot of the weird parts of all these drones that they're seeing are the lights that the drones have, but then this person is saying airplanes have those lights too, but it would just be weird that all these airplanes are now using red and green lights. I mean, I understand that they have them equipped, but
yeah,
if
I've
this
seen
was
airplanes
common,
my whole life.
What's that?
I'm not. This isn't the shit that I've seen my whole life. Like
right.
I'm looking up, seeing different shit. It
That's
ain't
the
making
thing
sense.
too. The people that live close to the airport have lived close to the airport all their lives. So I mean, unless it's a mass hysteria thing. All right, a couple more. Here's another one that just came out.
I'm near 15 minutes from my house. Like honestly, like maybe 10. You know. Yeah, this one here. Like, what are you gonna tell me here? Is that like a fucking New York Jet sponsored fucking airplane or something? You know? Like, what flies that low?
And that slow.
Right? That's slow, that low. Now, remember, I think we talked about it on the show with, like, the stuff in LA, remember? Yeah. With those weird things that were, like, going past, like, the rooftops at, like, crazy angles and speeds and whatever, like...
Yep.
Isn't it weird, though, that these things always take place on the coast? You know what I mean? Like...
No, it makes sense, because a lot of people think that a lot of the UFOs come from the ocean, just live in the ocean. Like, they might even be from another planet. They might just be from this planet before we was here, and they just live under the ocean, and they're more technologically advanced than us, and they built crafts. I don't know. I'm just saying, we're getting out there, but you never know.
I think the orbs are primitive. If they're not actual alien, they're like some Chinese tech, right? Because we know the Chinese and the Koreans, they have remember the birds, the surveillance birds?
Yeah.
We know they have those. Like, those are an actual thing. So they had to be derived from something, right? The prototype probably would have been like a regular little drone or a little egg or something before they put the wings on, you know?
Right.
I feel like that's like the evolution, but then you got these new drones that it's like a whole nother step, a whole nother revolution, man.
Yeah, and like C-Spill says, here a shout to C-Spill in the chat, it could be like a passenger drone, but I mean, there's so many of them. That's the craziness of it. All right, one more video.
I think we just shoot one down for science. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm with you.
I think it explodes.
Right, so I'm not even going to show that whole video. Y'all already know what it is that people are seeing. And on Saturday, I was live streaming the drop the day that you dropped, and it might have been Sunday, I don't know, but Johnny Dunn, the VeVe OG, was in the chat hanging out, and I was talking about the New Jersey drones, the UFOs, asking what they were, and he lives in New Jersey, and he was like, I haven't heard nothing about this. So the next day, he sent me some DMs, and he was like, after you told me about that, we went out at nighttime and looked, and we could see them everywhere. And then he called his friend who was at the in the city next to him, also in New Jersey, and his friend could also see him. And I think he even tweeted about it. He says, it's official, I've now seen multiple drones. The drones in New Jersey have made their way to my neighborhood. And his friend who lives next door to him, or not next door, in the city next to him, sorry, actually took a video, went outside and took a video of what he saw. So this isn't just like some video, random video off of the internet or off of YouTube. This is from Johnny Dunn's homie there in New Jersey himself, just finding out that this was even a thing. Walks outside and this is what he sees.
I mean, this doesn't look normal.
They're not even moving or flying or going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, what? I mean, listen, if this is some crazy covert fucking government operation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why?
Why ask why? I mean, it just makes no sense. I mean, someone said earlier though, like, I really feel like,
holy fuck,
if it was a really like a foreign threat or an unknown threat and wasn't military, we would seriously be all over. I feel like we'd be all over this shit, or we should be.
I would hope so. That's the thing. If we're not,
I feel like when Trump gets in, he ain't gonna let that shit fly. I'm just saying. I mean, Joe might be sleeping. He might be, you know. But
it's alright, Kamala's got his back. Few says, how's VeVe doing though, man? Quit after that. Is it still possible to make any profit? Bro, on Saturday, I went for a drop. I paid $20 to go for the drop. I got the drop. And then 3 hours later, I sold what I got on the drop for $1,900. So, take that
there you go.
With what you will. Jason,
and see, thank chat again, by the way. You're going to list that shit for like $11.49.
Did I say $11.49? No, at $1,400 I was thinking about listing it, but the chat definitely was talking me out of it. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I sold when I did too, though. Shout out to Abdullah, who kind of talked me into selling at that point, and they seemed to be about the top. The dude pointing the lasers at them was pretty cool. That was a couple weeks ago we showed that video. That video was really cool. Loved when we could just randomly snipe someone for $10 and end up making $1,500 in a day out of nowhere. I mean, you still can do that once in a while. Almost every week I see somebody post a low mint for the floor price, and then you can sell that low mint, maybe not for $1,500 these days, maybe like $500, maybe $1,000 depending on the drop. So I mean, you still have sniping out there. Punch says helicopter, you can hear the noise, and that was one of the videos. I saw a lot of comments saying it was a helicopter because you can hear the noise, but it has some weird lights on it. So I mean, maybe some of them are explainable. I don't know if all of them are though. Just look at what people are seeing just walking out their door. Las Vegas alien sighting a year ago involved alien cloaking technology in Las Vegas. I don't even think I remember. Oh, the one where they landed in their backyard? Yeah, I've seen a lot about that actually. C-Spill says Joby's a company with passenger drones in Dubai. Yeah, but they're not flying all the way over here. Man, just imagine we're going to have that once, just eventually have passenger drones. Your kid be like 13 years old, like, I'm going to a birthday party. I'm like, oh, I don't want to drive you. They just come and get a drone. They get into the drone and just fly over to the birthday party on their own. I guess that would be, I don't know, that'd be scary. What's up, Abdullah? Good to see you, my man.
Catch me doing that shit.
Well, nah, I don't know. Does seem a bit dangerous. What's up, Hippie? Good to see you in the chat. We are doing all right. We're just talking about the New Jersey drones, aka UFOs. I mean, technically they're UFOs because we don't know exactly what they are. And you're right, Pink Panther. Pretty moon boy after having a drop like that. Can't lie. I did go shopping and buy a couple things. All right, one more thing that I wanted to mention, and I alluded to it earlier talking to somebody in the chat. Was this email that came out, and it might have came out a while ago, but people have been talking about it recently through WikiLeaks, and it's to John Podesta, who was, I don't know, defense secretary under Obama. He's one of those type of people, right? So this email was a legit email. I have it linked to the WikiLeaks down in the description. You can go to WikiLeaks yourself and see it. It was an email sent to him, and it was in August of 2015. Edgar Mitchell, the astronaut, discusses the Warren space race and reminds Podesta that, in quotes, our nonviolent ETI from the contiguous universe are helping us bring 0-point energy to Earth. And then he goes on to say, also, so we better not have any violence in space. Let me see what he says. He emphasizes that these entities will not tolerate military violence on Earth or in space. Mitchell refers to information shared by his colleague Carol Rosin, who worked with Werner von Braun, which the guy was mentioning in chat, and mentions they've been working on a treaty to prevent weapons in outer space. So this is pretty high level stuff going to like John Podesta back in 2015, talking about whatever 0-point energy is. And after I found out about this, I was trying to do a little research on it, and there's a lot of YouTube videos of people trying to speculate what they think 0-point energy is. If this wasn't real, why would they send it to Podesta? I don't know. Are you buying it, Mo? It is from Edgar Mitchell. I don't know if you know that name, but he's a former astronaut who is kind of they consider him like a ufologist or a conspiracy theorist. He talks about UFOs a lot.
Yeah, I've gone down this rabbit hole a little bit, and a lot of it comes from like my Tesla stuff.
Right.
With the whole communication with space. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know, I think if I'm thinking about everything that I've heard about and read about, I mean, 0-point energy to me would be some sort of like nuclear fission or something that is just like the most insane energy that we can possibly get.
Right.
Maybe a hydrogen or something. Some kind of technology, obviously, that we don't have, that the aliens do. And again, I mean, look at these fucking things that are flying around. I mean, we didn't see it on these videos from Jersey, but with some of the movement, the gyroscopic movement.
Exactly,
you know,
yeah. Yep.
Like, that isn't technology that we have, at least not on that scale.
I mean, if we did have that type of technology and that type of energy, then it would basically put oil companies out of business, and oil companies are kind of the people that are running the country right now, and our country is the most powerful one in the world. So do we even, as a species, are we communicating that we want this 0-point energy? Because I feel like our leaders don't want it. They want to keep making money.
Well, of course, the same reason why we usually go to war, right?
Yeah.
Because it's padding people's pockets. But yeah, I mean,
that worries me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just keep them like, oh, fucking Will Smith, fucking Randy Quaid. Like, where are they? Because we might need them.
Yes.
You know?
We need a Keanu or something. Bottleman NYC's in the chat. What's up, Bottleman NYC? I think you're friends with Mo, right? It says, am I ready for the broom? Am I sweeping something? I mean, I was thinking about sweeping Labracorns, not gonna lie. What if the aliens are bottoms? I don't really know what a bottom is. I think I do. I don't want to know. Jay's enjoying it. We're going to talk about sports next here in a second. Falcon Noob says, I mentioned ZPE in here before theory, that pyramids harness it. Oh, 0-point energy. Oh, okay, because we were talking about pyramids that one time and the type of energy that it was creating possibly. And he says he brought up 0-point energy. That it's all starting to tie together now. When all the conspiracy theories tie together, that's when you know you're onto something.
So that's why I went down it from the Tesla hole, because that's
right.
Like the whole natural Earth resonance or whatever through the chambers, through the top of the pyramids being amplified. Yeah, that's probably why I went down the rabbit hole. I mean, to me, that would make sense, man.
Yeah, makes
Bro,
sense.
you can't tell me this shit ain't real, dude. Listen, when you didn't have social media, you couldn't travel, you couldn't do shit, and you're telling me that you got pyramids in different parts of the fucking world that have like similar structures and they're aimed at certain points and constellations. Like, come on, dude. True. There's no way they got that lucky that many times. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's always like pointed to the perfect place to where the sun will come. Yeah, it's wild.
Like, yeah, it's. And again, like we're in 2024 and they still cannot make the cuts that are on the pyramids. They cannot move these bricks or these slabs or whatever that built the pyramids. I mean, I guess they could in theory. They talk about the ice or whatever and reducing the friction.
Right. Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, we still haven't seen it in theory. Like, nobody built a fucking pyramid. If it's that easy, go build a pyramid. Because you know why? Because they can't make the cuts. They still say it. The most precise lasers of today cannot make those cuts.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
J
Bro was bringing up the old Jay-Z accusations. What do you think about Jay-Z? You think he did it?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. They are all fucking guilty. Every one of them.
I thought Jay-Z
Bro,
was
look
in
at the
some of those
pictures.
Diddy
Look at,
pictures.
look at, yeah. Bro, even go back now and look at some of the interviews with like Beyonce and Jay-Z. I went down a crazy rabbit hole on some YouTube shit.
Oh yeah.
But they were talking about just like interviews where Jay-Z says the wrong thing and then Beyonce will say something contradicting a few years later, and in the interview she'll like realize that she can't say that because of the age and the time and whatever, and like and you start diving into like some weird what's her name? MIA, you know who that is? The paper plane chick?
Yes, I like that song.
Yeah, so the whole thing with her, dude, like talking about the plastic surgery and like the rituals. I mean, you know, apparently if it wasn't for the MIA chick not wanting to go along with it, that's why Adele blew up.
Oh, really?
And that's why Adele and everybody thanks Beyonce whenever the fuck they walk up there, and Beyonce's like not even in the same zip code.
That is
like,
true.
oh, I want to thank Beyonce, you know? It's because, bro, it's a cult. It's some weird, like, devil fucking worshipping cult type shit.
Yikes. I think we're going to hear more and more about it as those trials start happening. Denny says we can't even build a true square house nowadays. I think that's true. Yeah, it's too hard. All right, let's get into our sports topic. In the NFL and a little bit in the NBA, but we're going to start off with the big news in the MLB. Baseball, Major League Baseball. Juan Soto, one of the biggest names in baseball, has joined Mo's Mets. What do you think about it, Mo?
I'm excited, man. I don't know who else the Mets got. Mainly because the only reason why I watch baseball is for Ohtani.
15 years is a long time.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the old Bobby Bonilla deal.
Yeah.
You remember that? Because I'm pretty sure that they're still paying that up until a few
years. He still gets like $1 million a year. Bobby Bonilla. Yeah. He ain't played him forever.
Yeah, it's crazy. But listen, man, Juan Soto, I know he was nasty on the Yankees. But, you know, I'm from New York. In the 80s, obviously, I was a Mets fan. The amazing Mets. We had Gooden, and fucking Strawberry, Dykstra, fucking Hernandez. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I always like the orange and the blue. You know me, I like the 80s colors, you know?
Right.
The Yankees, to me, were always boring. You know what I mean?
I felt like they were cheaters because they just bought everybody.
Well, that was later on. But I'm saying, but like when the Mets were winning, the Yankees were trash. I mean, even when they had like Mattingly and stuff, they weren't any good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then like after the amazing Mets years going into the, I guess, early 90s, that's when the Yankees really started spending like a lot of money.
Oh,
and that's when you started getting into the whole even before the Jeter years, but when you had what's his
A-Rod?
face? Way before A-Rod. Shit, the guy that played the saxophone. Fuck, man, I'm so fucking fried with baseball. But the original core guys that they brought in, and you had like all the pitchers like David Cone, just a lot of talent that they paid for. But it was hard not to be a Yankees fan. Like, oh yeah, you root for the Yankees, and you had the Subway Series with the Yankees and the Mets, you know.
Yep.
But I hate baseball, so it never really bothered me. I can't watch it, dude. Like
I know.
I'll put it on.
Too. It's hard to watch.
It's so hard. I'll play a baseball game.
Yeah, me
like
too.
A video game.
And I'm a baseball card collector. I love the history of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, when we were kids, baseball was like everything.
Oh yeah.
But as we got older, it just became, you know, juice ball, steroids.
Yes, true.
And the NFL just grew in popularity at the time, right?
Yep.
And the NBA, I mean, I talk shit about the NBA all the time. The bottom line is, I mean, the NBA's viewership, the NBA's numbers is insane.
Yep.
You know, but NFL, you know, baseball used to be America's pastime. NFL is America's game now. I don't think there's really.
Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of the commentators saying now. Yeah. Is right. Billy Martin, I think, was the manager, or was he the general manager of the Yankees? I think he was the manager back then.
He was the manager. Billy Martin, I think he managed the team twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, and he's
sure, managed, left, came back.
My team is the Boston Red Sox, so the opposite of the New York Yankees. Go Red Sox! I was a Red Sox fan before they won the World Series, which was also my favorite movie is Fever Pitch, one of my favorites. All right, now let's get into some football, y'all. We'll just take a look at the playoff hunt right now. We've got 4 teams so far that have clinched their playoff spot. The Chiefs and the Lions, of course. The Eagles, which I have a lot of people during my drop day live streams that are Eagles fans. Maybe it's just Tucson, but I feel like there's several in there. And then Mo's Bills have also clinched a playoff spot, and we got some
Bills Mafia, baby. Let's go.
We got some teams that are in the hunt: Steelers, Texans, Ravens with Lamar Jackson, Chargers, Broncos, the Washington Commanders. I'm still not used to their new name. Packers, Vikings, Bucks, Buccaneers, and the Seahawks. And I saw that the Jets are out of contention and the Colts are on the bubble. So we still got a chance. The Colts do, but the Jets are gone. That's all right though, because Mo is now in the Bills Mafia. So who do you think's gonna make it in, and who's not gonna make it in out of the people that are in the hunt and on the bubble?
I mean, in the AFC, I love what the Texans are doing. I love their coaching team. I love the quarterback. They make good moves. Ravens, obviously, you got Lamar Jackson, probably one of the best in the league. Then you got Harbaugh coming into the Chargers with Herbert. Right. My boy's been like the biggest Justin Herbert fan. I've always been like, yeah, but that team is just horribly coached. Now you bring in one of the best coaches, I think, to ever coach in the league to that team, and you can see it. And then the Broncos. I mean, shit, again, my boy, so high on Bo Nix going into the season. You knew if anybody can do it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be Sean Payton. Like, this guy, he knows what to do with quarterbacks, so.
True.
NFC side, I mean, Seahawks, I think they're always just going to be pretenders. Dino Smith will always fuck you at the worst possible time. The Bucks, Baker Mayfield, I love that dude. I hated Baker Mayfield coming out of college, giving people the finger across the sideline. I'm like, man, I don't want that shit on my team.
Right.
But yo, when he got a reality check in Cleveland and then bounced around and then landed with the Rams or whatever and then learned from McVay,
yep.
Bro, that guy, he matured real quick, and I love what Baker Mayfield's doing. Obviously, the Vikings, Sam Darnold, that's insane. You got a young quarterback with Love and the Packers. I mean, I don't know, man. I think your Colts on the bubble.
Right. They're 6-7. I think we're going to go to the game, not this Sunday, but a week afterwards. They're playing the Titans in Indianapolis, and my kid's never been to a game, and tickets weren't too expensive. Plus, I made a little money on the debut drops, so I'm like, maybe we'll go to that game. So it should be fun.
I mean, they could push out the Broncos.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. I mean, I think the Chargers are just going to be hot. The rest of those teams at the top, but I mean, they could definitely catch the Broncos. And fuck you, Big A. I'm not a Jets fan. I've said it. Listen, when Josh Allen came out of college from Wyoming, he had these shit brown uniforms. I said to my boy, I said, yo, because I don't watch college football. He does. I'm like, bro, who's this guy in the doo-doo brown uniform throwing the ball like 75 yards? I'm like, why can't we get that guy? There's a guy, you don't really want that guy. He's erratic. His accuracy shit. But then he links up with Brian Dable, who's now the coach in New York. And this guy worked as a mechanic, showed him how to fucking turn his hip like a golfer.
Oh, wow.
And he basically put Josh Allen on the map single-handedly.
Nice.
Now, if he would have went to the Jets, we would have never done that. We would have ruined them. It would have been just like Sam Darnold. But I was a huge Josh Allen fan coming out of college, so I do have the right. And I live in New York, okay? The Jets don't even play in New York, if we want to be honest.
They don't?
All right? No, they play in Jersey. The Jets and Giants, their stadium is in New Jersey.
Oh, I
the
didn't know
Bills
that.
are the only ones that have a stadium in New York. The problem is it's like fucking 6 hours upstate.
Dang.
Well,
Nice.
fuck you, Big A. Always trying to call me out.
Denny OC says, I still enjoy going to a game, but can't watch on TV for more than yeah, go to a baseball game. It's not as brutal. You always have a chance to catch a foul ball. It's more fun to watch anyway. Bruin says, the Eagles are overrated. Yeah, Big A, as you were reading here, says, Mo is a Jets fan. Don't let him get away with the fake Bill bandwagon jumping. I mean, keep in mind that in the intro of this show, you see Mo standing in front of a big Jets sign.
Never happened.
Big A says Mo was building an altar to Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the season. Dang, Mo. I think he's calling you out.
Cannot confirm nor deny the allegation.
All right, and in the NBA, they have this new thing now. I don't know if you know about it, Mo, the NBA Cup that they do every year. And
yeah, the in-season tournament.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it. Yeah, I think they do it like a round-robin tournament, and now it's down to the final 8 teams, so they're in the elimination round. So win or go home, and it's about to start, I think, today. I think the first game might be going down right now, Bucks versus the Magic. Then Mo's Knicks are playing against the Hawks with Trey. And then you got the Warriors and the Rockets. Thunder versus the Mavericks. So who you think's going to pull it off, Mo? Your Knicks are going to win it off?
The Knicks, of course, but I have one question. Why? I understand if You know, like the NHL, they take like a break during the Olympics because they send players, right?
Right.
What is the point of the in-season tournament? Didn't it start like during the COVID bubble league or some shit? Like, why do we have this?
I thought it started last year, but it might have started back then too. I don't know. I don't really understand the point of it. I think whoever the team that wins gets like a bonus, so that kind of incentivizes them to go hard. And I think the games count towards their in-season records. I'm not 100% sure about that. Johnny Dunn's in the chat. Johnny Dunn, yes, you did miss the drones. You can go back and watch it though. We're just gonna be talking about sports a little bit, and then we're gonna get into politics next. But we were talking about the drones. We showed some footage. We talked about your experience a little bit and showed your friends' footage too. Bruin88 says, Mo, all my kids, school, and Mo let out a big F-U, big A, get the stink eye from parents. Okay, they're going
They should be
on.
giving you a stink eye as to why you're at school watching YouTube. That should be your first problem. Not what I'm saying, okay? So
You don't have it turned up too loud. We'll try to keep it kid-friendly over there. If I had to pick the team to win this one right now, I might have to go with the Mavericks. They've been hot recently. They got somebody new on their team. Can't remember exactly who it was, but he's been crushing it. I know the Knicks made that big trade where they picked up Cat and Karl Anthony Towns, and he's been crushing it. So I guess the Knicks do have a chance, but the Hawks are hot too, and that's their first round.
Yeah, eventually I'll watch the Knicks. Like I said, I barely watch basketball, but I do tune in, you know, latter half of the year.
Yeah, especially during the playoffs. That's always fun to watch. All right, let's get on to our next topic, y'all. We're going to be talking our politics topic. However, I don't necessarily know that this is really a political topic or not. People are making it a political topic. I guess we'll talk about whether it's a political topic or not. But I'm sure you guys heard the news about the guy who killed the CEO of United Healthcare. His name was Luigi, and they just captured him. Here's a little bit of... Oops. Buttons ain't working today. Here's a little bit of information about him. They said Luigi Mangione, 26, a suspect in United Healthcare CEO shooting, was detained at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Mangione was caught with a gun, silencer, 4 fake IDs with names used during the killer's stint in New York City, and a manifesto. The manifesto, of course, railed against the U.S. healthcare industry, including over its enormous profits and alleged shady motives. I thought I had added this other picture to the screen, but I'll just describe it to you. There are conspiracy theorists out there saying that it's kind of like made up, that this isn't the real shooter. And one thing they're pointing at is this picture of the shooter when he had the mask on, and you can see his eyebrows, and they're pretty like clean shaven or whatever. But then the picture of this guy that they just arrested a couple days later has almost like a unibrow, like it's not shaved in between, so like the eyebrows don't match. Mo, what do you think?
Oh, the eyebrows definitely don't match. And first and foremost, I just want to make it clear. I mean, somebody died here. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk light about anything, even though I know there is some conspiracy stuff and whatever. But like, somebody fucking died. So you know, I see a lot of even like streamers or people just on Twitter being like, "Oh, why don't you go CEO yourself or some shit?" And I'm like, yo. If I'm following you and I see you dropping some weird shit like that, I'm just blocking your ass. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. Somebody died, okay? So don't make weird fucking jokes about, oh, go CEO you or whatever. Like, as far as the dude, I mean, yeah, the eyebrows thing is kind of weird, no? And then people are like, oh, he had that long and he only made it to Pennsylvania. But apparently he had a YouTube video that was going to be released. And it was basically just admitting whatever. So I think he wanted to be caught from the way it sounded.
Wanted to be caught? You might be right. The question is, I don't know. It's weird that he has all this stuff on him. Let me show you that picture. I finally found it. Let me pull it up real quick. Shout out to Bruin88. Says, if I want to pick them up and watch YouTube at my kid's school, oh well, it's the best show on Tuesday. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We got the
You're
OG right. Danny DeBull in the house. I know he's heard about this story. Everybody's heard about this story. Appreciate you stopping by, Danny DeBull. Let me show you this picture I was talking about. Boom, got it pulled up right there. So if you look at the killer whenever he was in the act on the same day, and you look at them eyebrows, I don't know if you want to zoom in, but then you look at the one eyebrow, the brow of the guy that they arrested. Some people are saying, if you know Italians, their hair can grow back that fast in 2 days. Like, I don't know. I'm not Italian. I don't necessarily know if that's a true story or not, but it seems highly unlikely that the dude's eyebrows would look like that on the day of the shooting and then look so differently 2 or 3 days later. Ugh.
I mean, I grew up surrounded by Italians, and I don't personally grow hair at all. But anybody I know, they're not growing that quick.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about it. And I hear you. Somebody did pass away. A lot of people are not taking it very seriously, but I think it's just kind of, it shows how much the public together in general just hates the healthcare system. We're the only first world country. We're the only industrialized, technologically sound country in the world that doesn't have universal healthcare, or I want to say government provided healthcare. I mean, a lot of these countries also have private options, just like we would too. But that's not even a thing that we're even aiming towards now. Neither one of the presidential candidates was running on universal healthcare. And when people talk about universal healthcare in politics, they say it's like a fringe idea, and it's super extreme. But it's just wild to me that people believe that whenever all the other first world countries have universal healthcare. And if you go to a place like the United Kingdom or France, and you tell them that you're taking away that that universal healthcare, and you're going to replace it with this private healthcare system that you have to pay into, they would riot. They would revolt, both sides of the aisle. So I don't know, man. I can understand. I mean, I can't understand shooting another person, but I can understand why people are so upset with the healthcare industry, Mo.
Well, yeah, and apparently this guy had an x-ray picture or something with his back. I don't know if it was him or somebody in his family. But he did have like some motive that was taking place over a set period of time. I mean,
something
again,
was
it's
going
still
on
no
with
right.
his back, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still, again, that does not give anybody the right to be a vigilante and, you know, kill somebody and assassinate somebody the way that person did.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like you said, I mean, for me, we've talked about this, but the healthcare stuff. If you just legalize weed federally across the country, if you use California, Colorado, New York, any state where it's legalized, and you just extrapolate that across the country, we would have more than enough money to provide free healthcare. You could fix the roads. You could have all the music programs in school. You know what I mean? Like, none of these things would go away because everybody smokes weed, or most people smoke weed that admit it. And the ones that don't, if it's legal, they probably would do it over alcohol anyway. The numbers have proven it.
So, I hope so. It's probably more healthy than alcohol.
Yeah.
I know it is, yeah. And
Like I
even
said, man,
tobacco. It helps
listen.
people stop smoking tobacco.
Yeah, people can say whatever they want. Like, oh, I know a bunch of potheads that are lazy. Okay, good for you. But here's the deal. I know a lot of successful potheads, and I know a lot of people that say, oh yeah, tons of successful people. I didn't even know they smoked weed. How many successful alcoholics have you met?
Not many.
Because the answer is zero.
Right.
Okay, because they're an alcoholic. They're waking up, hitting the bottle. They can't do that daily life of making a lot of money. Maybe they're rich. If they're already rich and they get drunk all day, every day, that's different. But I'm saying people that work hard every day, tons of people stoned all day, every day, microdosing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Try microdosing alcohol. This shit don't work. You just get drunk and you stay drunk. You know?
I never thought about that, microdosing alcohol. I don't think I want to try it. Don't taste good enough.
Hey, you just take a shot, every hour. But I mean, you're gonna be fucked up.
That's not like a macro dose. Brew Day says it is messed up how the healthcare insurance CEO was killed. Yeah, just in the middle of the day too. Yeah, that unibrow kind of makes you think maybe it's the wrong person. That story's wild. He really was just chilling at McDonald's days after two with everything on him. That's the weird part. Like Mo said, maybe he wanted to get caught, or maybe he was purposely being set up so they could end the story and say that we got the guy, knowing that they're never going to get the guy because it was probably some professional hitman. I don't know. Danny the Bull says also it's odd because he doesn't fit the profile. Rich, valedictorian, six-pack, and he had a master's degree. Yeah, it's really weird. But like Mo said, there is a little bit of a backstory there, and no pun intended, but I think he hurt his back a long time ago, and might have been denied coverage. If you heard, I'm sure a lot of people heard all the details of the story, but he wrote 3 words on the shell casings before shooting the CEO. One of them was deny. The other one was depose. And then there was a third one. They all started with D, but it's these 3 words that this author used when writing a real popular book about how bad the United States healthcare system is. Can you weed and drive? How do you test for that? They have a little test that they can do where they can put this thing in your mouth and it can tell if you smoked weed within the last 12 or 24 hours, something like that. They have those now.
I mean, I can tell you that me personally, I've gotten high and driven my entire life. It's like a video game, as a matter of fact. My hours and hours of Gran Turismo and Grand Theft Auto, I guess, has saved my life on the road numerous times from accidents that wouldn't even been my fault. People come flying out because they don't stop. I'm high as shit, and yes, I had better reaction time, and I saved our fucking lives. So
you're probably driving slower too. I usually drive slower. I used to when I back in the day. Daniel C says, didn't they find a backpack full of Monopoly money? Yeah, they found that backpack in New York. And then, I don't know, they found him in McDonald's, and they said he had to show an ID in McDonald's. Like, why is McDonald's IDing people? And that's when they found out that it was the wrong person. And then Burger King tweeted, we don't snitch, or we're not snitches.
We don't snitch. I saw some, again, I know somebody died about this. So it's like, I haven't like laughing at some of these jokes that I read, but it's like, someone's like, oh, I can vote without ID, but they ID me at McDonald's. Or, you know, the other one's like, oh, we got all the information about this guy after a short period of time, but yet, you know, like one of the Trump guys, they still can't get information. You know what I mean? Like, why is this dude all of a sudden like caught and they know everything about him so quickly? You know, like.
And how is it some dude in McDonald's is the one that recognized him? None of the police recognized him. Nobody at the airport or any other place that he went recognized him, but some dude at McDonald's. And then he hates corporations, but yet here he is eating at McDonald's, one of the biggest corporations. Wes says, I've never met a successful person who smokes weed. I've heard a couple people say that before, but I also watched the Joe Rogan interview where Elon Musk smoked a blunt on Joe Rogan, so I feel like that disproves that theory right there. I don't know.
The problem is, Wes, is that most people won't admit it because they think that there's still some sort of like
stigma.
Some bad stigma about being a pothead or whatever. But go to, you know, again, more states where it's legalized and people actually don't give a fuck anymore. And you'll be like, oh, dude, I've been fucking high my entire life here as a CEO. You just didn't ask or you didn't realize it. You know what I mean? And for me personally, any job I've ever had, I go to the interview high. I go to work high because I make sure that I'm always consistent. If you go to an interview sober and they meet you sober and then you go to work high, they're like, oh, something's different. You know,
sense,
but I get my jobs high, and when some jobs find out that I do smoke weed, because maybe I, you know, before like vaping, I smell like weed or something when I come back in.
Right.
I've had bosses pull me in and like, yo, dude,
will you share?
Smell like weed, you know? Like, oh, you like a reek right now. I'm like, oh, they're like, you actually smoke weed? I didn't think. I'm like, yeah, I've been smoking my whole life, and they're like, all right, well, and most of the time they're like, dude, like, don't do it at work or whatever, but they're not gonna fire me because I'm still one of the most productive people there. You know, it's like. It is what it is, man. But trust me, potheads are a lot more prevalent in successful business world than you think. And like you said, man, with Elon Musk, if that guy's gonna smoke one up, go for it, brother.
Right, and you know if he's gonna smoke one on Joe Rogan, even though he coughed a little bit, he probably smokes it in his own personal life at some point. All right, one more thing I want to talk about before we move on to the next topic, which is Web3 gaming. Let's stick with politics for 1 second longer because I saw this tweet that Mr. President Donald Trump tweeted, and I want to see what Mo thinks about it. So, Mr. Trump tweeted that the Democrats are fighting hard to get rid of the popular vote in future elections. They want future presidential elections to be based exclusively on the Electoral College. And if you're in the 3rd grade or higher, then you probably know that the popular vote doesn't count at all in presidential elections. They are currently decided exclusively on the Electoral College. And the thing that I always harp on in these political discussions, probably every single week, I mention that Republicans haven't won the popular vote in over 30 years before Trump just barely squeaked by and won it, and Bush actually won it after 9/11. Besides those 2 times.
Yeah, Bush.
Yeah, the Democrats always win the popular vote. So I mean, I don't know if Donald Trump.
I don't think Reagan won the popular vote, did he?
I
don't think he.
Bush Senior, I think. Bush Sr. might have won the popular vote. But, I mean, does this mean that Donald Trump thinks that he won the popular vote against Hillary? Because he lost by millions of votes.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about there. I also didn't, some of that interview, I don't know if you caught the interview, was it MSNBC or whatever?
No.
Like, not only did they just fucking fire some weird loaded questions at him, I did feel like there was some times in that interview, like, he didn't need to be that much of a dick.
So Trump went on an interview on MSNBC?
Yeah, I forgot her name. Wow. She is pretty biased, and she does load her questions all the time.
I don't know who it is, but I'm assuming on MSNBC. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, but she claims to be a very unbiased. And she probably is more unbiased than a lot of other MSNBC or like left-wing channels, but I don't know. It was a weird interview. There was some good stuff, though. Well, got a lot of good information out of it. He doesn't really plan on going after, anybody. He's like, you know, all the people that he's appointing, they're like, oh, they're gonna go after this person and all your political. He's like, no. He's like, we're not gonna bother. He's like, unity, you know, let's just get our country together, you know.
That sounds good.
And they were asking him, you know, if he wants Biden to pardon him. He's like, she asked him, she's like, should Biden pardon you on the way out? He's like, maybe he should, you know.
Oh, really?
But then when they asked Trump, and I thought this was interesting, they were like, you know, should Biden be pardoning a ton of people on the way out? And at first Trump was like, nah, I don't think so. But he was like, you know what, maybe he should. Because I think he realizes that if he leaves it up to all the people he's appointing to let their committee decide if they want to go after people,
right?
Maybe Biden does want to pardon some of these people just to be safe. Trump's like, I'm not going to tell them to go after them. But if they do some investigation and these people are dirty, they're going down. So, you know.
Yeah, it'll be obvious, though. I don't know. It'll feel like Biden's corrupt if he pardons somebody and then we find out later that they were doing some real shady stuff. But it always happens in politics, so I wouldn't be surprised anyway.
I mean, the fact that he Bidened, you know, Hunter to begin with after all the shit he said was just still weird.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. And again, not to spend too much time on it, but like you don't settle unless you're guilty. You don't send out pardons unless you know it's gonna fuck you or your kid later on. Because he could have just been like, listen, man, it's my son. I'm old. I want to die soon. I want to spend time with my kid and not be, you know, held up in litigation, right?
Right.
Say that.
Yeah,
like people would have been like, all right, dude, we get it. You're a dad, cool. But the way that everybody went about it and the way shit went down, like, I don't know, this is a weird situation. But I don't think we've seen the last of the pardons on the way out. What about you?
No, they usually do a lot of pardons on their last few weeks, so they're probably just planning ahead of time right now. But the crimes that Hunter Biden were pardoned for are a lot smaller than a lot of the crimes that Trump were pardoning his homies for. So keep that in mind too, because he pardoned a lot of people that he knew did some pretty messed up stuff. But all right, we're gonna get to our Web3 gaming topic of the week. We're going to talk about a game called RavenQuest. I think we talked about this once a couple months ago. I've got some new updated gameplay footage for you guys to check out, and then Mo's going to tell you about it and what's going on over there in RavenQuest world. Mo? Yo, so what's up with RavenQuest? What's going on with it?
I thought you had a video you were gonna play. Sorry.
Well, it doesn't have any sound. It's just pictures.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. I don't always see the video live. No, so yeah. So they're in phase 3. And they keep opening it and closing it down. You know, they do rewards and play to earn type stuff. Play to airdrop. I don't know, man. It's a pretty cool. Again, if you ever played like the old Dragon Quest, type, you know, RPG games, like the 8-bit era. It's a cool game, man. You know, I know a lot of people, they want the graphics, they're turned off by it. I get it, but I love cool, like nostalgic looking stuff like this, man.
So is everything in here NFTs? Do you find NFTs like in treasure chests, or how does that work?
Yes, I think a lot of it in phase 3 at least seems to be like you gotta earn it. I don't think you just go through a dungeon and get like an actual NFT. You have to like get it and then like craft it or export it out.
Okay.
Because that's the way these games, and this is why we've talked about it. I don't know. Again, I'm a big gamer. Right? I think a lot of us are gamers. I don't think majority of gamers are going to be okay with how these companies do NFT gaming or Web3 gaming. Because it's just pay to win. You know what I mean? Like
it's kind of gotta be.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It could be cosmetic. Because if you learn anything from like Fortnite and the way they sell all their skins in Call of Duty, that's all cosmetic shit. You don't get any advantage in the game, and people still spend millions. Yep. You know what I mean? So maybe it's not like, oh, beat the dungeon and get the greatest sword in the game. Maybe get like one of the coolest effects for a sword in the game, but you still have to work through the game and earn it and craft it normally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It just seems to be like the only thing that makes sense, because everybody I talk to and everything I watch, even off the grid, people are just turning away from it already, man. And the developers are scrambling. Now they have to combine the PC with console to keep the population up. That game is, a lot of Web3 games are going to struggle, man.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't let them know it's a Web3 game. You got to Trojan horse it in there, and I felt like Off the Grid was doing that pretty well, but I don't know, I guess not.
Well, because it's nobody really understood yet. But wait till the average gamer comes in, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, I'm playing this game, but it's like, oh, why'd that gun kill me faster? Oh, it's a special edition. Oh, how do I get that gun? Oh, shit, it's going to cost me $500.
Yeah,
so you're telling me I'm going to lose...
That's what they need is a marketplace.
Well, I mean, they have one,
but
right now it's all in-game currency, which is like Monopoly money, right? When the guns token comes out, all these items that you own are going to be purchased with the guns token, which is going to be cryptocurrency. So whatever the value is, you'll earn it there. But again, like if you're telling me that someone new joins the game, they're enjoying it, but they keep dying, and they're like, I keep dying to the same gun over and over again. I want that gun, but the gun's $500. They're gonna quit the fucking game. They're not gonna earn they're not gonna wait to earn $500 to earn that weapon.
Nope.
They're like, oh, this is bullshit, and they're gonna quit the game.
True.
But if it was just a normal sniper rifle or a normal assault rifle that had like a glitter fucking unicorn effect or some weird shit, but it was valuable.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I got beat by a skin that looked cool while I was getting killed. But the gun itself was the same exact gun that I'm shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they need to make sure that they do it the same way that Call of Duty does it, so that once you get killed by somebody, you get a little bit of a replay of what it looks like from their view, so that you can see the kind of cool gun that they're holding, the cool skin that they have on their gun.
Right, and Big Time does that. Big Time,
nice.
All their NFTs are cosmetic.
Okay.
There's not a single advantage to owning an NFT. But the other game that I play, World Shards, they are dropping NFTs in the game. Oh. And you could already see a balance issue of just oversaturation and weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now there's ways you can fix that. Same way in VeVe, right? Introduce a burn mechanic.
Oh, okay.
So you start burning commons into, burn 5 commons to make it uncommon.
Right.
Burn 5 uncommons to make a rare. You're shrinking the supply at the lower end, increasing the value of those, while also, creating supply at the top that's worth money,
right,
because they're limited supply, right?
Yep.
But if you don't introduce that balance, people are just going to come in and be like, oh, I'm new to the game, I have to spend $1,000 or I have no shot. I'm telling you right now, the game will fail.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, people don't like that pay to win mechanic. Punch probably says court cases bankrupt people. Yeah, court cases can be really expensive. Sorry, go ahead, Mo.
Well, I was gonna say, so it's gamers don't like pay to win,
right?
But the biggest problem is the streamers, right? Streamers have dictated all the top games for the past decade now. Ever since streaming really blew up back in 2011, 2012.
Right.
Streaming has dictated whatever the hot game is at the moment. It used to be create a good game, get a good review on IGN or GamePro or whatever, and your game would do well, right?
Yep.
Now it's no, create an early access game, use the budget that should be used for the game, and give it to a bunch of streamers and have them stream it for an hour with #ad. And you just take their community and you pray that 50% of them buy it,
right,
and they're going to make more money than if they actually spent time developing the game. You know what I mean?
True.
But that's how game development is now.
Yep.
So if you rely on streamers, and streamers aren't going to promote NFTs, they're not going to promote pay to win because their chat won't let them.
Right.
I work with a Madden streamer. I won't say who it is. He's one of the biggest ones. And I've done a lot of graphics and work with him. And he got a sponsorship with that old STG Football, was an NFT Web3 football game.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, so I was doing work for him with Madden at the time, and I was like, hey, dude, I play this game, and I know these guys. If you want me to help you out during the stream, because he didn't know shit about NFTs or anything.
Right.
Dude, I never felt so attacked in a fucking chat in my life. And these people know me. That they knew me in chat, they like me, but as soon as they knew I was a part of this NFT bullshit, they were like, these fucking cards, $1,000 for crappy quarterbacks. It's bro, it's how do you defend it?
No, it's hard. Yeah,
you can't. But if you show up and you're like, hey, every player is the same, but your jersey might light up neon green and it costs you $500. Okay, cool. I don't care if my jersey lights up. I don't need that.
Right.
You can still play the game.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is, So I was just trying to show you, that's what people are going to be up against in Web3 gaming. So I don't know, man. I think we have a real big uphill battle with that shit.
Yeah, we just need mass adoption and for people to have a better opinion of NFTs, and then it doesn't even have to be a Web3 game. It can be a regular game that just implements some type of customization that is only for looks, but it's on the blockchain. And Shiro says at least half the physicians and lawyers I know use cannabis. It's legal now in half the freaking states anyway, so yeah, it makes sense. Big A says that's not true. All the guns do some damage on off the grid. It just affects the number of mods you can you can put. Oh, okay, so having the NFT affects how many mods, so it still gives you an advantage though.
That's not true on the variants, Big A. Go look at the variants, brother, because those don't do the same.
I don't know much about them. All right, let's move on to our crypto topic of the night. We've got a couple different things to talk about. One of them is, I'm sure everybody's heard about the Haktua coin.
Oh, God.
Spit on that thing. And I know I've seen some people complaining about after the Haktua launch went back down to, I think it was 5 million, 50 million, I don't know. This person right here says, "Hi, Haley Welch," which is the Haktua girl. "My $35,000 that I purchased of Hawk is now worth $2,000 after 10 minutes of buy-in. I'm a huge fan of Haktua, but you took my life savings. I purchased your coin, Hawk, that you were excited about with my life savings and children's college education fund as well. You don't mention that you were going to be buy 97% of the supply and sell it almost immediately." So you know the story. And there were a lot of people that had these same kind of tweets, but I don't think that these are like real people with real that are really saying this. I think these are crypto people just complaining. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe it myself personally, but it is basically what happened when it comes to 97% of the supply. But it wasn't Haktua. Haley Welch actually, who had I think she had 5% of the supply. It was all the people who she worked with that put this together, the Doc Hollywood guy, and I can't remember the other guy's name, Open End or something. They're the ones that had like the main amount of supply, and a lot of that got sold by during a pre-sale. And so they say, well, we didn't sell at the launch. That's because they pre-sold it, and the people they pre-sold it to did sell at the launch. So the price crashed, of course. I actually went in and bought myself $20 worth. I think we were talking about it earlier in the stream after the crash, just because it was getting so much attention and airplay. I thought maybe something good could come out of it. Maybe it'll pump again, a community takeover. Who knows? But
like that last with the little kid with his fucking token. Yep.
Yes,
I was thinking the same thing, but I never caught a buy-in zone.
Yeah, nothing's happened with it yet. I'm down like 50% on my $15 I think I put into it. And then they were trying to get Haktua girl Haley Welch to talk about what was going on and maybe give some people some type of reassurance. So they held this Twitter space where CoffeeZilla came in, and also Choose Rich Nick was in there at the end. And it was kind of funny how it ended off. A lot of people have been playing this. It's probably going to be a meme in the crypto community for a while, so let me play it for you. Hopefully it's not too loud, but this is how that Twitter space ended. Well, get it to work here.
Well, like,
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, y'all. I can't hear it. I know she sounds real country, though, when she says it. She's like, all right, y'all. Howdy doody.
I'm ahead to bed.
So what do you think about the Haktua coin, Mo? Are you investing?
He's still sleeping, apparently, and nobody heard from him.
That's the thing. She didn't tweet again since that Twitter space.
I'll check y'all tomorrow. Have a great night, y'all. I mean, listen, first of all, if you put your money into that, you're a fucking retard. I mean, at the early, I mean, doing what you were trying to do is different only because of what the history we've seen it, right? And you did $20.
Right, well, 15 or something, yeah. Small.
Yeah, but I mean, CoffeeZilla had showed somebody that put it was like 1.46 mil.
Oh, really?
And it was worth like 46,000.
Yeah. That's rough. You know what I mean?
Like, that shit's wild. I'm going to bed, y'all. Sorry y'all got rugged.
So let me see if you agree with my opinion on it. I don't think it's really the Haley Welch's fault. I feel like she's a victim too. I think we should be going, or they should be going after the people who organized all this, because apparently she got paid like $125,000 to promote this, and then she got 5% of the coins. But everybody's attacking her, and obviously she's taking it really hard, where she hasn't been on social media in like 3 days. But on the other hand, this is the girl who just got super famous, household name overnight, just by saying that she likes to spit on that thing. So I don't know how I should feel, Mo.
I mean, well, first of all, that's true. I don't think she woke up and she was like, "Hey, let me rug pull people." I think you're right. But if you look at the interview, I don't watch the Haktua podcast, but I see clips, and apparently Mark Cuban was on there, right?
Right.
They had a little discussion about crypto, and she didn't seem like she was that, like that dumb to it. Like she seemed to know And she was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about launching a meme coin." She's like, "I'm gonna give you some." He's like, "Sure, I'll take some." You know,
Right.
he ever had any, but I mean, she definitely. I just don't think she woke up and she was like, "Hey, let me scam people." But here's the thing, because I think if she was, and if she had anybody smart in her corner, don't launch a meme coin. If you're famous for a spit on that thing, she could have made way more money doing OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she will eventually.
But she might, yeah, maybe down the road. But like, I'm just saying, like, why even go down? I think the platform made more money in transaction fees than she made.
Oh, I'm guaranteed. Yeah, because I think they made over $1 million in transaction fees, and she got 125,000 plus 5%, which she hasn't sold yet, most likely, and it's probably worth nothing now.
Yeah. So I mean, oh no, I don't think she definitely went out of her way. But again, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's right.
Even if that great power is spitting on that thing, you still have a responsibility to be smart as to what you know, you're like a brand ambassador, you know?
Right. And if she just said on her podcast that she was thinking about doing a meme coin, you know, a lot of different people contacted her to help her with the project. So what made her choose Doc Hollywood? Now, the Doc Hollywood guy is actually the nephew. I've heard two different things, either the nephew or the son-in-law of Howie Mandel. So
yeah, I heard that too.
I wonder how she got connected with him, or why she chose him to run the project, if you can call it that.
Yeah, it's just, here's the thing, right? And it sucks that it happened. And again, I don't think anybody that we know actually would have lost money in that deal, or a lot of money, maybe 10, 20 bucks, 50 bucks. But, you know, the good thing about this stuff happening, and people could be like, oh, it's so bad for crypto and it shows it's a scam. No. What it does is it actually shows why the government spending and everything that in our life should be on the blockchain. Because within 5 to 10 minutes, CoffeeZilla was in there blowing the whole shit up, talking about bubble wallets and chain wallets and connected wallets, right? Like, this just goes to show you that we can blow everything out of the water as far as like secrets and whatever's going on under the table. Put on the blockchain.
That's right. Blockchain never lies. DLC says a lot of talk that the Paul brothers helped her set this up. Interesting. I didn't know about that. Not super surprised. All right, and then also going on in crypto, I guess you could say, is this weekend's drop on VeVe, the second ever evolvables drop. They're doing a Sabretooth drop. I don't know for sure if it's first appearance. There might be a Marvel Mighty Sabretooth. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. If not, then it's a first appearance, but it's an evolvable drop again. And I personally am not a big fan of the evolvable drops. They stretch out over 5 days, and you gotta have a lot of MCP to participate. I don't know, Mo, you going for the Sabretooth drop?
Nah, I wanted to get into the Punisher drop because I like Punisher.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit about Sabretooth, to be honest. Although I will say, whoever's doing their models now, goddamn, the Punisher looked really good, and this one actually looks pretty damn good too.
Yeah, a lot better than they used to look.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he stole Wolverine's hairdo and mutton chops. Maybe he does have them, actually. I'm trying to remember.
I think he had mutton chops.
Yeah. The only Sabretooth thing I remember was like the interaction from like 97 X-Men.
Oh yeah,
the cartoon.
Yep.
There was like a whole big storyline with Sabretooth and Wolverine.
And I also remember the whole Weapon, I think it was a Weapon X, the thing where Deadpool was the first time Deadpool was ever on camera, and there was Wolverine, and then Sabretooth was young, and it was played by this one actor who's in a bunch of stuff, and he didn't have like any type of facial hair, but he did have fangs, and they were fighting on top of a nuclear reactor, and then Deadpool pops up. I mean, that's what I got the memory of Sabretooth from, and he was a pretty badass character, honestly. But I think it's going to depend on whether it's a first appearance or not, on how valuable it's going to be. Punch probably says, I've been saying this for a while, meme coins will bring down crypto. I've been saying Pump.Fun will bring down meme coins, but I don't know if that's going to be true or not, since they finally got rid of allowing people to live stream and people doing crazy stuff on there to get their coin to pump. J-Bro says, VeVe is so trash. Oh, that must not be Tucson then, because Tucson loves VeVe. No, I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. VeVe could end up being the leader in the NFT industry one day. Or they could.
I mean, Omi's pumping. Be careful.
Yeah, Omi, well, it pumped and it came back down. Then it pumped again, and now it's back down. Last time I checked, it was down to 0005. Did pump all the way up to 0007. Would it ever get low enough, Mo, where you would consider buying a bag?
No, I mean, I DCA'd in probably twice over the years as it was. being like, oh, it can't really go much lower. Let me just grab some and forget about it. Yeah, no, well, it went lower. Nah, I don't know, man. Listen, I don't really know much about this Ben Rose guy, but I can tell you that transparency seems to be better, drop seems to be better. So, we'll see.
Yeah, they are doing a lot of updates to the app. They actually added a market button now, a market tab that everybody's been complaining about. It just got updated. C-Spill says first appearance Sabretooth was a mighty. That's what I was thinking too. That's what I mentioned at first, but I can't remember 100% sure. So if this is not a first appearance, then yeah, I'm not super interested. I probably won't go for it at all, to be honest with you. Maybe not. I have been doing some shopping though. I went and bought myself a Becky Cloonan after selling the David Yu Blue Metallic. I bought a Becky Cloonan, a Labracorn, and then yesterday I bought the Secret Rare Deadpool first appearance for 65 gems. Back in the day, I bought that NFT for 2,000 gems. Seen it at...
Oh my god, I remember that one.
Yeah, I think it was actually at 69 gems. And I bought it during VeVe Vibes' or Digital Vibes' live stream. He pointed it out that there was one that was like 20 gems below the floor, and I was like, that's the one I bought for 2,000 gems back in the day. And it's about to be Christmas. It's kind of Christmas themed. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick that one up right there. I don't know how much more shopping I'm going to do. Everybody says I should cash some out. And since VeVe sponsors everybody except for my channel, then it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, I probably should cash some of this out. Jay says, update that everyone hates VeVe doing a good job. All right. Big A says, I love meme coins. Just opened 3 Solana leveraged long on Chill Guy using Wasabi. I saw like a Chill Guy commercial in a weird spot. I was like, man, they're doing some real marketing for Chill Guy. It was kind of weird to me. I brought Chill Guy up during a Tales from the Crypto live stream a couple weeks ago. It's this interesting coin where this dude made a coin based on a popular meme that was going around on TikTok or something, but he's not the one that created that meme, the Chill Guy dog, and then the person who created the Chill Guy dog is not okay with a meme coin being made about it. But the Chill Guy is like really pushing it hard. He's doing marketing now. I think there's commercials on YouTube, maybe even commercials on regular television. And the coin has pumped quite a bit. I don't know. What coins do you think are good to buy right now, Mo? I can tell you what I've been doing with my crypto and what I'm thinking about doing, but I want to hear your opinion first.
A couple tokens I'm still tracking. I like a couple on base. I like this AI Fund token. Got a really small market cap, a lot of room to run. Kind of bounced nice. I was also tracking... It's actually a coin that I was tracking this years ago, and Big A actually mentioned it. I've been tracking it again. Is it BenQ or BenQ or whatever? It's like QI is the ticker, but it's an AVAX token. And when I used to watch Crypto Banter, he always used to talk about Trader Joe. This was a token I owned. Again, I think it was on KuCoin or something. But the it's QI is the ticker on it. But yeah, that's another one. I mean, stuff that I own, I don't really. Obviously I'm heavy in Crown. I have a shit ton of Bonk, which was all profit, which is now up to like a few grand.
Nice.
Matic, obviously I'm heavily invested in Matic. But outside of that, man, just try to keep an eye on a couple tokens. That Wabbit token, that Big A and those guys were fucking around with.
Yeah, I saw a tweet or something about that.
I had a good little entry point on it, made some money. Kept my profits in there, but it's coming back down. Here's an interesting one, though. Take a look at it if you want, but XAI. Now, I've even seen Elon tag this fucking account a few times. I don't know exactly what this fucking thing does, but it seems to pump randomly. It's got a 53K market cap, and it's got like 4 zeros to burn off. I'm just saying, if Elon ever really tweeted this thing again, and it goes crazy again, I got a little bit of a holding of profit. So that's what I'm kind of keeping an eye on. Not financial advice, but it's XAI on Solana. So,
what did he tweet about it?
I was talking about something with gaming, or Grok in gaming or something. This was like a while back, and it caught a nice little pump. That was, I think it was like mid-November.
All right, I'm gonna try to
find it. Pumped up, came back down, ran back again. I caught the second run, and now it's just kind of ranging. But so, like, liquidity is not high. There's not many transactions,
You said it's on Solana?
It's a Solana coin, yeah. I think it's on Radium where I got it.
Yeah, I'm not even messing with too many Solana coins. I think this new coin that Shana is going to be putting out for Christmas on Thursday is on Solana, so I'll probably mess with that one. Besides that, though, I try to stay away from Solana just because I feel like, I don't know, the meme coins, the pump fun meme coins are taking over.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many good AI coins, though. And that's just going to be, it's just the easy narrative. I mean,
it the side shift token?
No, it's the fourth one down. Got like the white and black.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that one there.
Boom shakalaka.
I'm delayed, but yeah. So that's the one I was tracking a little bit. Like I said, it just caught some random pump, and I saw he tweeted about it, and I was like, huh. So I was looking into it. Apparently, it's just some gaming stuff. Because think about it, bro. Like AI, we're not getting away from it anytime soon. As a matter of fact. Do you know who KUMGO is?
No.
He does like he calls scammers. He fucks with scammers.
Oh yeah.
And he does like grandma voices and old man voices and like Valley Girl, whatever.
Yeah, I think I've seen him before.
Yeah, so recently he just started taking all of his voices and all of his characters and putting them in AI. So he's got like AI modules built with all and now he could be on the phone with a scammer and have 2 other AI bots with 2 other scammers wasting their time. You know what I mean?
I think I've seen
like,
the video of that happening, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just be wasting people's time, so I don't think AI is going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either. And there was actually another coin that, I don't remember who it was, but somebody on my Twitter mentioned to me, and I looked it up, and it sounded really good. And I started tracking it. I didn't buy any of it, but I just noticed whenever we pulled up Dex Tools here, the Strawberry AI is up 11%. Over the last 24 hours, but as you can see, a lot of stuff is down right now. I was kind of thinking about selling all my meme coins and maybe putting it into TET. I was looking for one to put it in. I've been trying to research all these companies. Tectum seems like it might be one of the best ones, even though it's $8.34. The market cap is only 65 million. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not though, because I saw a tweet from AEROBUD, which is what I have, which is my biggest bag right now, and they said, and I could probably find this tweet because it's kind of crazy. I don't know if I should believe it, or do these type of people, are they the type of people that would lie about it? Because they're showing where the Coinbase has a whole bunch of AEROBUD coin now, so they're showing it right here. I wonder what Coinbase is up to, and it shows Coinbase with 1,000 million billion, 121 billion. So does that mean they're getting ready to list AEROBUD? So now I'm scared to sell. Do you think they're just capping? What do you think, Mo?
I mean, I stopped saying it too. I was like, looking Coinbase stock, bro. Base is a damn good idea. I like Base.
Yeah, I've been messing with the Base meme coins mostly, almost exclusively now.
I mean, they could do. Yeah, it could be for liquidity, for trading on Coinbase. It could be some sort of airdrop. Coinbase is notorious for doing like, hey, watch this 5-minute video, we'll give you some crypto.
True. Yeah. I like doing that kind of stuff. Big A says Binky ended up buying 170,000 for $30,750. So he's got 170,000 tokens yesterday. But easy no-brainer play is Avalanche. Definitely not XRP. I bought $100 worth of XRP. I'm not gonna lie. When I found out what XRP was all about, I'm like, man, I gotta have some. Even though you're probably right, I got in at the pump, which is the worst time. So it's only $100. I just want to have some XRP. Who knows what it's gonna do in the future? Abdullah's in the house. What's up, Abdullah? Says the ME token from Magic Eden is live. So if you've ever done any trading on Magic Eden, then you get an airdrop. You get an allocation of these ME tokens. I forget how many I got, like 68 or something. I checked my allocation. I didn't know you could actually, so how do I get my allocation? Because I haven't received it yet. I might have to do that tonight. Should we be able to receive your allocation? The price pumped up to like $4 and something cents, and then it went back down to $2 and something cents. So it's going to be like, I don't know, 300, 250, 300 free bucks for me, because I'm probably just going to paper hand it. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold on to it. I'll have to look at the socials on it and see what people are doing.
I only had like 8. I was like, I'm not linking all this shit and going through all this crazy shit like that.
So you haven't tried to check to see what your allocation is?
According to what everybody else was posting and the amount of trading and volume that I've done on Magic Eden, yeah, I think I was like 8 to 10 fucking tokens or something. So
okay. I haven't done much. I'm
not going through 90 fucking steps and linking my wallet that has all my main shit in it.
Right.
I don't have I'm not going to make another wallet to basically take all my main stuff because that's my main wallet. So
right, yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Abdullah says the price is up to $570. I didn't know that. I have to claim. All right, I need to go do that tonight. Big A says a low cap solid pick is Donnie online. Is that the one that oh, Domi. Nope, I got Donnie, which is a meme coin. Domi, D-O-M-I online. AVEX MMORPG. Game that releases playtest in like 2 days. Is this going to be a console game? An MMORPG? I think that makes more sense than the off-the-grid console game that's a Web3 game, because it's a first-person shooter compared to MMORPG. They just make more sense because you can go and loot stuff and, you know, earn some type of NFT or digital asset through looting and powering up. But I guess you do it either way. I got free 8 Solana today thanks to ME. 8 Solana? I don't even want to know how much that's. That's like $1,600, maybe even more. Congratulations, Big A.
I never used Magic Eden, so that's why I didn't really expect to have much. Like, even when people get like the diamonds or something.
Yeah, I got the diamonds. I never figured out what to do with them.
I bet, like, even when I had nothing, because I never use it. I never use Magic Eden at all. I always use OpenSea. Really only.
You better start using it. Abdullah got $2,800 airdropped. Let's go. That's almost as good as my airdropped rune token or whatever it was. I sold that for 3K. Yeah, everybody's getting their ME allocation. So like I said, if you ever used Magic Eden, go over there, and there's actually a process. You might have to look online to find the process. Come into my Discord. We can show you how to do it there. You go through a little bit of a process to find out what your allocation is. You basically have to download their mobile app, which I think is the whole point of this thing, is to get people to download their mobile app. But once you've done that, then you get your allocation. And as you can see, a lot of people in the chat getting big allocations, making some big money. Abdullah over there, 2,800. It's actually more like 2,900 probably. Never traded ordinals, but I was able to sell for $6 before the drop. Got a lowered long on ME at 502. I've heard a lot of people are putting longs on ME, so they're expecting the price to go down, which means I need to get up in there and get my allocation and paper hand it. Although it'll probably go up after that. So hold on to yours until I get done paper handing mine.
Yeah, because apparently if you didn't do the wallet or whatever by yesterday, they said you can claim until February, but if you didn't do the wallet by yesterday, Big A said, you're basically shit out of luck.
Oh, good thing I did it. Yeah, thanks to the homies in my Discord for letting me know about that. Yeah, I got mine taken care of, so I should be fine.
Magic Eden actually tweeted that again this morning. Like, oh, go there and like the actual legit account. Make sure you go there and verify and get your claim. Like, they didn't say it was too late, and that was just today. I don't know why they would do that, but maybe they didn't close it down. I don't know. But
yeah, that's strange.
I don't know.
I'm glad they're giving me
$40
for
maybe.
it. Yeah, I'll use that Solana to buy that token on Thursday. We're gonna have a token launch. I'll probably live stream it because I think they're doing it in the evening. It'll be Thursday, a Christmas token from Uno Sean. So I mean, you already know what my strategy is going to be. Get in early, get out early, and then maybe get back in after the dump. Hopefully be able to make some money on it. I might even put a couple hundred in it since I'm getting this Solana airdrop to me from Magic Eden. Abdullah says people in Discord sold when ME was worth $7 to $8. Oh my goodness. Oh, they definitely made bank. Got it mostly from ordinal trading. Yeah, I did a little bit of ordinal trading, and I also traded a little bit of Photo Finish Live horses. So anybody who is messing with Photo Finish Live horses over there on Magic Eden should have a pretty nice allocation. As long as that.
You would think so, but that's all I ever traded there, and I got jack shit. So I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that don't make sense. I don't understand.
Well, actually, no, that's not true because I had a lot of my stuff sent to me. I didn't buy it.
Right. Okay.
A lot of stuff was like deals where, you know what I mean? I sent them money, they took off, and they direct sent. I didn't actually buy it off of Magic Eden. So that wouldn't actually count then, as far as value. I never bought any like crazy expensive horses on there.
Yeah, I know some people did, so I don't even know if the Photo Finish Live community is aware of what's going on, but some of them in the Discord might want to know about it because they might have some nice allocations. It's too late because you needed to set up the claim wallet yesterday, but maybe I didn't do what I needed to do, but the claim and adding additional wallets for more claims is available for February. All I did was check my allocation, and I downloaded the mobile app, so hopefully I'll still get mine. Someone in the Discord got 1,500 ME tokens. Oh my goodness. 1,500, and they were selling for $5 to $7 there for a while. I mean, some of these NFT companies give away big money, good airdrops like that Runestone I said. I got $3,000 for that. I think VeVe needs to do some more things like that, like reward the OGs, people who've been here since 2021, or maybe even 2020, even if that doesn't include me. But doing those type of airdrops really get people talking and can bring people back to the community who haven't been around for a long time but still own NFTs. You think VeVe will ever do some kind of airdrop like that, Mo?
No. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be like Marvel Disney type shit. It's just gonna be, hey, here's like a VeVeverse thing or something for your showroom, like things.
I was thinking like 1,000 gems. Give everybody 1,000 gems.
Nah, no, I don't think
that'd be bad for the market.
Oh, that'd be horrible for the market. That'd be like buying gems at like 30 cents on the dollar.
Right.
That'll never happen.
True, that's true. Big A says, I only got 298 tokens, but barely did any trading. Only had like 2K diamonds. I'm not sure how many diamonds I have. I don't know what to do with my diamonds. VeVe would have
I
definitely
have like 100 diamonds.
Do you? I don't know what to do with them.
That's why I was told not even to fucking bother with it. I was like, I'll like $40 in fucking tokens at the current price, I guess.
Right. Not even worth it. Abdullah says, VeVe
well, it's
would...
because I keep all my crown. Like I said, I don't, I stake a lot of my crown, but I keep a lot of it out for liquidity.
Oh, really?
And I don't like linking those fucking wallets, man. Yeah. If you could just pop my address in and do this shit, I'd do it.
Right.
But because of all stuff in my wallet, I don't like fucking hitting that confirm link button on anything, man.
Now, every day on Twitter, I see somebody who has like a huge account, and they're like, I got $300,000 drained from me, and all I do is just click this little tiny button. I'm just saying, everybody gets drained, even the big boys.
But I just feel like I don't want to put myself in that position, man. Like,
Abdullah says, VeVe would have definitely done it if they didn't have Omi, but they already made millions off it already. True.
That was like Jupe, right? Jupe allowed you to go in and just like paste your wallet in there or some shit.
I don't know.
I was able to like look ahead of time, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's kind of worth it. So then I just went and I moved everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
I don't know. That just made more sense. But I was like, for this shit, for fucking 10 fucking tokens that people telling me I'm allocated to get, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I always get nervous when it comes to connecting my wallet, but they know how to entice me. Tell me you're going to give me a couple $100. It's going to make me want to go in there, download your stupid app, and connect my wallet. So far, so good. Haven't had any problems with it.
I'd be pissed if a token goes like $100 or $1,000. If I was getting 10, that'd be nice. But
I always figure on airdrops like this, like the token that they're airdropping is going to drop in price because everybody's like me and they're just going to sell it as soon as they get it. But that's not always the case. So maybe I'll hold on to it. But like I said, I need a little bit of Solana to buy the Christmas coin on Thursday anyway. So it kind of works out well.
Christmas coin, yeah, I guess I'll get involved on that probably like everybody else.
Get in and get out fast. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll be letting people know on the stream, because I'm gonna try to have a live stream launch for it. But yeah, we're trying to get in and get out fast. Get back in afterwards, but the sniper's gonna come and the snipers are gonna sell as soon as the launch happens. Abdullah says I had 40,000 diamonds and only got 566, but someone else I know had 30,000 diamonds and got 1,000 tokens. Magic Eden kept how the airdrop was calculated a secret. Yeah, man, if VeVe does something like that, I always think there's some inside information going around there. I would be a little bit speculative on that. I don't love it. The fact that they're not telling us how they calculate it, and some people got a bunch and some people didn't get much. If you're a fudder, you probably didn't get much. I don't know. I don't love when NFT platforms do things like that, keeping a secret when it comes to how much money you're getting it. Ordinals trade got big token boosts. Oh, okay. Nice. That's probably why I got so many. Yeah, because I got like 60, 68 or something. And I did a little bit of ordinal trading over there on Magic Eden. Alright, y'all. It's about time to end the live stream. That's all we got for you on this week's episode of Tales from the Crypto. But we'll be back next week, and we'll talk about some more paranormal news, see what's going on this week in the world of paranormal activity. Maybe the drones will keep happening. We'll keep an eye on sports.
Oh, one more thing, actually. One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know I tell you shows I watch every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Man on the Inside. I think it's on Paramount? I want to say it's on Paramount Plus.
I think I have Paramount
Ted
Plus.
Danson.
Oh, Ted Danson?
Bro, Ted Danson from Cheers and The Good Place.
Yep.
Bro, he's like an undercover like spy in a retirement home.
What?
It's fucking hilarious, man. It's only one season so far, but definitely watch it if anybody's got Paramount Plus or any access to watch shows like that. Definitely go check out The Man on the Inside with Ted Danson. Fantastic show.
Sounds good. Absolutely. All right, everybody in the chat, thank you guys for hanging out with us. If we don't see you on next Tuesday, I'll be live on the weekends, every weekend for the weekend VeVe drops, even the ones I don't go for, like this weekend's. And then Mo's always live streaming over there on Kick. You can get his channels from his Twitter. His Twitter's linked below. You got anything special planned for this week, Mo?
It's Derby week, man. So Derby on Saturday. I don't know what shows I'm hosting this week. But however, PFL did redesign their stat page for the horses.
Oh, no. Yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah, I appreciate you amplifying that, by the way. But dude, I've been on their case to do that for a long time. Because all these other websites that were like, you know, rugging us, making a website with all the data.
Yep.
They were making all these cool chart pages. And I told Ian, I'm like, yo, just make it, rip off their page, and then fuck them.
True.
So that's pretty much what they did, essentially. I was like, it's your game anyway. I'm like, just rip off what they did and say, fuck them. Like, it's my game, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check it out, guys. Apparently OG Pizza, Snap, Pizza Pets Delivered. Fuck, I never got into that. I meant to. I like that.
I know, me too.
But yeah, that's all I got, man. Derby on Saturday.
Yep. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great week. Later.
Peace.
All right, let's check the prices one more time. Then we're going to end the stream. I think Arcade might be going live today. Think about that. Saw him in the chat. He usually goes live around this time. On Sundays. Sorry, that's tomorrow. My bad. All right, so you can see that
you're still here.
Johnny Dunn will be on the floor at 2100. Ultra rares.
It's over.
75 last time we
go home.
We're at 150.
Oh, you're expecting a teaser for the next VeVe drop? Well, we don't have that kind of money.
Rares. We're at 33.
You expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number? Go.
19